Hi everyone! Welcome to my month of May monthly grocery haul video. I am sitting right now outside of Walmart, ready to go in and pick up a lot of stuff that I need for this month. This month has been very hectic so far. Just the end of April into May has been one thing after the next. Between our Bible Quiz Nationals way out in Wisconsin, and then right after I got back from that trip, I headed out to a big women's conference with my church. Jesus, you are Lord. And right after I got back from that, I had been planning a surprise Sweet 16 party for my daughter. So that was a lot. And right in a row, all these things have happened. So I've definitely not had a chance to go do a lot of shopping, and I need to get out here today and do that. That being said, I am probably not going to be filming in the stores right now. I'm mainly going to be just doing the grocery haul today, just because life has been so hectic and I don't really have the time today to do that. Also, it's going to be a big haul because my son is on his way right now back from California to come home for the summer. So we're going to have all of us back home for the summer, and I've just decided that I am going to really make having lots of food and lots of good things to eat around the house a priority, because this may be my last summer with both of my two older sons home, and I just want it to be a nice, memorable summer for them where they felt like they were well taken care of. So anyway, I'm going to get in there and get going now, and I will see you for the haul. Okay, I'm back from the stores. I'm sorry I didn't end up filming in the stores today, but like I said, I knew I was getting a lot of stuff, and here is a lot of it. And I got all of this stuff right here. And then I've got all this stuff here as well. So starting over here, I got some hamburger buns and some hot dog buns. I got this 12 grain bread from Aldi, and I also got a loaf of white bread because my son Jaden usually likes that and he's on his way home. I got a couple of these packs of flour tortillas. I'm going to make those shrimp and mango salsa tacos again. I've been making them pretty much every month since I made that recipe because so many of us really like them. And the hot dog and hamburger buns I'm going to be doing, I feel like when it gets to be summertime, don't we all start making more hamburgers and sausages and hot dogs on the grill? I got a couple of these pizzas. This is just a supreme pizza from Wegmans, and then this thin crust white veggie one. Sometimes on my grocery haul day, I like to just pick up some frozen pizza to make for dinner that night for everybody because I'm tired and I've been out most of the day shopping. I got a package of these hot dogs for my kids who like hot dogs. I got a couple packs of ground pork, and I've been making wonton soup a lot almost every month too because I just really like it. And what I found that works really nicely too is just to make a whole bunch of extra wontons and pop them in the freezer, and then my kids can easily throw them into some chicken broth anytime they want during the month, and in like just a few minutes they can have, you know, a quick lunch. And then I got some Italian poultry sausage. You know that we really love this. I got some of these for recipes that we're gonna make, but I also wanted to have some extra things that I'm gonna put into like individually sandwich bags in the freezer, so that we have a lot of options that when my teenagers want to have like lunch or something, that there's things like that around. I got some chicken thighs here, these big packs from Wegmans. They are $3.29 a pound for the boneless chicken thighs. These are really nice. You can see it's a big pack, and I got 3 of those large packs. And those are for just different recipes I'm going to be making. One of them I'm excited to make for my son Jaden when he's coming home is this like a chicken kebab, Middle Eastern type dish that has like a cumin infused rice with it, and he loves all the kind of stuff that goes with it, like Israeli salad with the cucumbers and tomatoes, and he just loves all that Mediterranean stuff. And then I got a bunch of packs of chicken breasts. I got 3 of those big chicken breast packs, and those were $2.49 a pound. They're really nice from Wegmans. Most of this I'm going to be popping right in the freezer. I got some chicken thighs, bone in, skin on. Those are only $1.29 a pound. And then the $1.29 a pound also for this big pack of the drumsticks. So one night I will make baked chicken. All right, I got a lot of this ground beef. There's 4 packs of this 80/20 ground beef. $24.54 for one of these packs is $4.29 a pound. And the reason I got this much is for some recipes I'm making, like meatballs and things like that. But I also, like I said, I want to have some extra stuff in the freezer. So I'm going to make up a bunch of hamburger patties and freeze them. So like individually wrapped hamburger patties that are nice and freshly made up. They're so much nicer than the kind that you get in a box from the store. And then we have a little grill out in the back porch that my kids, most of them, can go out and just grill their own if they want for lunch. I'm also having one night where we're making hamburgers. And then I also am going to this family camp weekend in over Memorial Day weekend with a whole bunch of other families from our Bible quizzing group. And one of the nights I signed up to make food, I signed up to make cheeseburgers, and it's going to be for like, I don't know, 3 really big families. So there's going to be a lot of people. And I bought this chuck roast here from Wegmans. Doesn't it look nice? It was about the same price per pound as like the Aldi ones. $6.99 a pound. And I'm just going to make a beef stew with that one night. I bought this salmon because you know how I love to buy this salmon that's got the trimmed for stock. It's only, look how cheap, $1.26. But one thing my son Jaden likes that a lot of us like is the California rolls, like the sushi rolls, like with the rice and seaweed and the, you know, either fish or shrimp. I'm going to attempt to make some of that with that. And I bought some sushi rice. I'll show you later. I got this top round steak. It was $6.99 a pound. Got 2 of them. I'm going to do a stir fry with like thinly sliced beef. I always like to freeze these and then thinly slice them. And it's going to have lots of other veggies stir fried in there. I got this big bag of mango chunks frozen. They like to make smoothies, but my main reason for getting that is because I'm going to do those shrimp tacos with the mango salsa. So I bought several bags of shrimp. These are 2-pound bags. I bought 1, 2, 3. This one's a little bit, it's the same size bag, but they're bigger shrimp. One of those, I think this one's going to be for a stir fry with shrimp in it. And these 2, I bought a lot of shrimp to do that taco night with because I just wanted my kids to feel like we actually had enough to go back for, you know, several tacos and not feel like we were just rationing it out too much like we have in the past. So there's pork sausage patties that I get from Walmart we use for breakfast. I got this big bag of onion pierogies. You don't know what pierogies are like. I don't know if you can see them, but they're really nice. They're like these sort of like dumplings with potato in them. And then I got these wonton wrappers, 2 packages of those to make the wonton soup. They're at Wegmans in the freezer section. I got these chicken strips from Purdue for just making lunches. I got a bag of peas and carrots frozen, 2 of these chopped kale frozen bags, some green bean frozen bag of green beans, 2 of the broccoli florets, a mixed vegetable frozen, and 2 bags of frozen sweet peas. And then I got 2 of the bags of these Big Dipper tortilla chips from Aldi and some of these pretzel slims. I don't know how the bananas ended up over here, but I got some bananas, some pretzels and other pretzels, and saltine crackers. You might notice I'm buying a lot more snacks this time, but it's because like I said, I just had this heart to want to have plenty around for my kids, my teens and stuff this summer. I got these mini chocolate grams. Normally I get like one box. This time I got a couple boxes of them. Some of my kids like those. And then these are probably very unhealthy because they're just full of like dye and sugar probably. But my son, who's coming home from college, he always grew up loving these. And I just thought I'd buy like a whole bunch so that we just don't run out of them in the summer. And we'll just stick them in the freezer and have enough to refill that. And then I did get a big box of these chip bags just to have around. I got a bag of romaine hearts, a bag of white potatoes. I only got 1 gallon of milk because we just don't have enough room in the fridge to store the milk we're going to need probably for the month. So I got 1 to start with. I got some cottage cheese, some half and half. I'm going to make this macaroni and cheese recipe I found online. And I got 2 of these medium salsas. I don't know if you've ever had this fresh salsa from Aldi, but it's really good. And my boys will go through that so fast. I got a bag of these avocados. There's probably like 5 or 6 of those in there. And then I got a couple more bags of avocados that my mom had asked me to pick up for her. So those 2 bags, I think there's 1 more over there. Those are going to go to her house. And I got 2 boxes of butter. Any of you who don't know me, my mom lives right next door to us. So, and then I got this bag of tomatoes, a thing of colored peppers. Strawberries are at a good price right now because we're coming up on our local strawberry season, and everything's just, the price of strawberries is really good right now. So I got 2 of those. I think they were like $1.79 each or something. And this big thing of spring mix that I will use with the romaine to make salads. 2 of these things of green onion. Believe it or not, wonton soup has a lot of green onion in it. It just calls for way more green onion than you'd ever think in that ground pork mixture. Celery. And I got some of these red Fresno chili peppers. That's to be used in that mango salsa. I got a thing of salami from Aldi and some Colby Jack slices for sandwiches. This mild cheddar cheese is mainly for that macaroni and cheese I was telling you about, but we also need it for other things sometimes. Cotija cheese, we really love this. It's like a crumbly Mexican cheese, very mild flavor, nice and like salty, and that's going to be used in some of like I'm making one of the nights this month, I'm making like Chipotle bowls, and so it's just nice to have that around. Then I've been buying this honey ham, deli honey ham from Aldi. It's like the kind that's supposed to be more like the deli sliced one, and they're nice. I really like them. I used some of this to make these wraps for my daughter's Sweet 16 party, and they were really, really nice. They're kind of like quality, but a lot less expensive than if you just get it, you know, at like one of the main stores. And I got some broccoli here from Aldi, and I got some other broccoli that I also got picked up at Wegmans, a bag of that, and a head of cauliflower. I feel like this was only like $2.99 maybe for this head of cauliflower, so I got that. This is the other bag of avocados, bag of yellow onions, a bag of navel oranges that my family just loves. And I got that bag of limes back there for a lot of our Mexican things, and also some sour cream. I got a really nice big watermelon. I don't know how many of you have been buying watermelon yet this year, but that's something I know my son coming home really likes, and I don't very often buy it, so I thought I would treat my kids to that. I got 3 of these, a 3-pack of those cucumbers. This is some cilantro in this bag, and then I got a bag of parsley, and then I had to get some red onion because some of the recipes call for red onion. I also got a bag of mangoes, fresh mangoes. There are like 6 of them in here. And those are just gonna go sit on my windowsill over there because I'll put them out and ripen them like little by little, and my kids will go through those very quickly. They all love fresh fruit like mangoes. I got some soy sauce, bag of sweet potatoes. This looked so good. It was at Aldi, I believe. It was one of these things that Aldi will just have like a random product. And I like the Chobani Zero Sugar. I love peach, so I got a few of those. And I'm trying these Super Zero Yogurt, 15 grams protein. This was at Aldi. So it's like a generic for like that 000. Instead of 000, they're calling it Super Zero. But it's basically got no sugars, just has some, I don't remember if it has stevia, and it has lots of extra protein. And then I also got this 2 grams of sugar Greek strawberry yogurt from Aldi. I got a large creamy peanut butter from Aldi and a small one. And the reason is because my one son who's coming home, he's very fussy about his peanut butter. He likes to he likes peanut butter a lot. He'll probably eat him with those crackers I showed you over there. And he doesn't like the kind of thing where looks like a lot of people like left bits of jelly or whatever in the other peanut butter. He's just fussy about it. So I'm just trying to spoil him a little and give him his own. I know that's kind of really spoiling. But I understand how he feels too. Okay, so then I got this big thing of canola oil. We mainly use olive oil and stuff, but I do like, for brownies and stuff, canola oil. I got this pack of cheese for like cheeseburgers. We got some strawberry Jell-O here to make some like Jell-O jigglers this month sometime. I got some mayo. The squeezable ginger, we really love using that in like stir fries and stuff, or even if I'm making the filling for those wontons and it calls for ginger, it's just a lot easier. And then I got several of these. I think here are the other ones. So I got 3 of these cans of artichoke hearts that some of my kids just like to just snack on those, and some sliced pickled beets. I know I bought more than this, so I don't know where the other ones are, but I shall find them. And then 2 big things of these kosher dill pickles. My kids love pickled beets. They love artichoke hearts. They love pickles. I figure it's better to snack on those things, right, than all the stuff that's really bad for you. I got this large bottle of sesame oil. It is pretty expensive for something this big. 22 ounces. I think it was like $14 at Wegmans, but it'll last me quite a while. I got this pad thai sauce and 2 of them. I really like this brand. If you like chicken pad thai and you want to make it at home, but you're really not sure if you can find all the ingredients for it, this sauce really works well. And sometimes I'll add a few things to it just to make it go farther, because I have to make like a huge batch of it. But all my family really likes that. I got this popping corn. I liked the packaging of that, because sometimes you buy the bags and it's nice to just have something that has like a really large thing in the cupboard that you can have. Some Sweet Baby Ray's, more ketchup, some hummus. This big thing of hummus. We love hummus a lot, and we will go through that. And I'm going to use it for the Mediterranean night. Some chicken better than bouillon is pretty much a staple that I have to buy every month. And I also buy this almost every month, this minced garlic and olive oil to put into recipes. It's just a quick way to use garlic. Some tomato paste. I bought this pickled ginger because, see the sushi on the picture here? If you ever get sushi, they oftentimes serve this on the side, this pickled ginger. And I know that my husband and some of my kids really like that with it. So I thought, is it worth buying that? Spending the extra money, or would we just make do without it? And I thought, I think he would really like having it there with the sushi, and it would make it feel more legitimate. So I bought some. So the garbanzo beans, and some stores aren't going to even carry pickled ginger. I know Asian stores will, but our Wegmans has a pretty good Asian section, so they did have that. I bought this cheddar cheese soup. Let's see. I think I have 2 cans of this, the other one's somewhere. But that, because I found this recipe on Spend with Penny's website for a mac and cheese that called for some of that in it. Plus it had some of the normal ingredients that you would put in macaroni and cheese from scratch. But it got some really good reviews. So it does have like the butter and flour and cream and cheese and regular cheese in it, like cheddar cheese. But then it did call for some of this. So I don't know. I was a little leery of it because of the fact that why is it calling for that soup? But then people said they liked it so much, I thought I might as well try it. I got a couple of these cans of cream of mushroom soup and a couple cans of cream of chicken soup. There's 2 cans of cannellini beans. I like to make a kale with cannellini beans and sausage sort of skillet. My son really likes that a lot. And I got some chocolate sprinkles because one time I was looking for these to put on top of like frosted cake, and I just couldn't find chocolate sprinkles just anywhere. So thought I would grab some when I saw them at Aldi. 2 packs of this Italian dressing for some different things like marinades, and then I got 2 cans of olives. You can kind of hear the mower going on outside my house right now, so hopefully it's not too loud. And there's some basmati rice I got, spaghetti, and some macaroni. I got some white pasta again, even though I haven't been getting that because just it's easier sometimes to cook for all the kids with things that they really prefer. The white basmati rice. We love the basmati rice. I think I already showed you I got that package of it too. And then I got some of this long grain wild rice, the 90-second that we like from Aldi. And then I got this farro. I really like the farro. It's a whole grain. And I loved making it, boiling it up, and then making it like a cold salad with it, kind of like making a pasta salad where you put Italian dressing. It was really good. I like that. And then I got 2 of these fudge brownie mixes from Aldi. And my son loves making pancakes, so I got him more of this pancake mix. Some chicken seasoned coating mix, just to possibly use. I don't even really have a plan for that right now, but. And this tabbouleh is a whole grain wheat, but it's a really nice cold salad that is like Mediterranean that we love. I got some ice cream cups because it's summer, and if we have ice cream around, it's always fun to have a cone. This looks like we butchered it, but someone got into this. We normally use the other popcorn like that, but I bought this yesterday because my kids were babysitting at someone else's house and they wanted to bring something they could bring there. I got the Great Grains Crunchy Pecan just to have some cereal around for those who want some cereal. And my one son loves these Frosted Flakes. And I got 2 boxes of this orzo pasta. I got some mixed nuts. This whole bag I bought just for my one son to have in his space. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags of chocolate chips for my kids that like to snack on them and making recipes. And we don't really buy a lot of desserts or make a lot of desserts, so it's nice just to kind of have a few chocolate chips around to have chocolate. I got these vegetarian baked beans because I'm making some food for that family camp thing I'm going to, and I have a friend of ours that doesn't eat any pork, and most beans have pork in them, so I wanted to make sure I got something that wouldn't. So I have 4 cans of the baked beans that I'm going to put other things in to make it like my own recipe. And I already showed those. This is the sushi rice I was talking about. And then I got 6 boxes of chicken broth because I'm going to need it for making that wonton soup and possibly, I can't remember right now, but there might be something else I needed it for, some recipes and stuff like that. And then I got a whole box of these diced tomatoes with green chilies. We ran out of them last month, so there's 12 of those. We use that in recipes, and we also like to dice them up even finer in like a food chopper and make just quick salsa with them. So some teriyaki sauce, I'm going to use that for some of the sushi rolls. Here's my cream of celery and my other cream of cheddar, or the cheddar cheese soup I was saying that I got. And some Italian dressing. We also really like this, the generic for the Olive Garden dressing from Aldi. So I got 2 of those. We use these a lot of times when we're making just like a quick pasta salad, and we also use it on our just salads. Here are the other 2 pickled beets jars I got. I knew they were somewhere. And here's another thing of nuts. These are just dry roasted peanuts. Got from Aldi, and I'm going to use or give those to my one son coming home as well because he loves snacking on peanuts. And a couple things of mushrooms. You know we love mushrooms. And I already showed you all that stuff. And here is the rest of the stuff that I got over here. I got this big bag of dog food for our little dogs. And then I got a whole bunch of different water, sparkling water. Some of it you can see we've already gotten into. We ran all the way out of this, and boy did we miss it. So you can see most of it is the Wegmans brand, like the raspberry there. There's mango lime over here. And then there's these larger ones of ginger and lime. But we also really like that cranberry lime one down there by Polar. And then up here I got this thing of 300 paper plates. A big thing of copy paper. Some feminine products back there. This big thing of Tide. Some kitchen garbage bags, a thing of Pantene, shampoo. And then I got a whole bunch of these seeds. I got sweet corn, lots of different sweet corn here. Mesclun mix, beets, parsley. You can see all the things I'm about to plant in my garden. I'm getting a very late start on some of these. Cucumbers, kale. Lots of stuff, guys. I don't know. I think I probably bought way too much stuff, but the last couple of years we've had a nice big corn patch. And so yeah, cucumbers. I'm not necessarily getting it all out. Zucchini. What do you guys like to plant? Do you have a garden at home? And what are some of your favorite things that you like to plant? Leave a comment for me because I like to see what other gardeners are doing. I got a couple of these Mother's Day cards because this is Mother's Day weekend that I'm filming this. And my mother and my mother-in-law live literally right next door. So we're going to be seeing them this weekend. I got a big thing of this donut shop coffee. And by the way, with the gardening stuff, if you're interested in seeing my garden, my last year's garden, I made a little video on my channel called My Happy Places, and it talks about my backyard and porch and garden tour. So you can go on there and see basically what kinds of fruit and vegetables we grow at our house. It's definitely not like the best, most impressive thing you've seen on the internet, but if you're just interested in what mine look like, that's from last year because this year I'm just getting going on it. And then I have these gallon bags that I'm going to be using for freezing stuff, some aluminum foil. I thought this was so cute. I bought this at Aldi. It's like a patriotic hair clip, but it looks like a cowgirl hat. And my daughters both use these kind of hair clips all the time, and they both really love patriotic stuff. So I'm going to give one of them that, and then these are some really funky USA earrings. I'll give the other one the earrings, I guess. And then I get these from Aldi. This fruit punch and grape. and strawberry watermelon. They're just little drops that we add to the sparkling water to give it a little bit more flavor. And they have sucralose. They don't have sugar in them, but anyway, there's two. I needed some more toothpaste, so we got some Crest from Aldi. It has the whitening and all that in it. And I don't remember if I showed you this yet, but this is the Downy fabric softener I got. And I already showed you all that. And I happened to pick up this at Walmart. They had like these patriotic shirts today, so I happened to pick this one up. I guess it's just for myself, and it's just like a really inexpensive shirt, but I just thought it was kind of nice. And then I lastly got this big thing of toilet paper and a really big thing of paper towels. I did forget to show you these two pretty flower baskets I bought from Walmart today that I'm going to give to the grandmas. So I have two Wegmans receipts. One is from yesterday when I got most of those drinks, and it was $84.79. And then the one from today was when I got most of the stuff I showed you with all the meat. And that one is $481.52. Then I have a Walmart receipt, and that was for $355.71. And here is my Aldi receipt for $307.97. So you can tell that this is one of my biggest hauls I probably have ever done. I'm going to post the total on the screen, but I think it's close to $1,200. So it is a lot. So this was my haul from today, and I hope that you did enjoy watching this. And I'm about to go now stock up all those cupboards and fridge and freezer with all this stuff. I hope you have a great month of May, and thank you so much for watching.